Somewhere out there, a 35-year-old just woke up. No alarm, no boss, no stress. While you're reading emails before 9 a.m., they haven't worked in years. And no, they didn't win the lottery. They weren't born rich. They didn't get a windfall. They just discovered a set of habits that most people never talk about. In the US, the average retirement age is 63, but a small group of people retires 28 years earlier. What do they know that you don't? The difference isn't income. It's not inheritance. It's not some secret investment nobody told you about. It's behavioral. It's psychological. It's a set of 7 habits that rewire how you think about money at the deepest level. But before we get into them, I need to show you something that might make you genuinely angry. The average American works 90,000 hours in their lifetime, 90,000, and almost none of that time builds wealth. It just keeps the lights on. You've been taught to trade time for money since you were a teenager. Work hard, get paid, spend, repeat. It's a loop, and most people stay in that loop forever. The people who retired at 35, they broke the loop, not by working harder, by thinking differently, starting with habit number 1. Habit 1, they calculate their freedom number before anything else. Not a savings goal, not a retirement target. A freedom number. The exact amount their money needs to earn per month so they never need to work again. Most people save without a target. They just save as much as they can and hope it works out. People who retire early set the exact number first, then reverse engineer everything around it. The 4% rule. If your investments earn 7% annually on average and you withdraw only 4% per year, your money lasts forever. This is the math behind almost every early retirement story you've ever heard. Habit 2 will sound counterintuitive, and when I tell you, you'll probably resist it, but every single person who retired before 40 lives by this. They treat their savings rate like a rent payment, non-negotiable, paid first before anything else. Not what's left over at month end. First, immediately. Automatically. The average American saves 4% of their income. People who retire at 35 save between 50 and 70%. That's not extreme frugality. It's extreme intentionality. Now, before you say I can't save 50%, that's not the point. The point is the system. Even saving 20% automatically before spending, before lifestyle inflation, changes your trajectory completely. Habit 3 is where it gets psychological. And honestly, this is the habit that most separates people who talk about retiring early from people who actually do it. Habit 3. They obsessively eliminate invisible spending. Not the big stuff, the invisible stuff. The subscriptions, the convenience fees, the automatic renewals that silently drain $200 to $400 every single month without you noticing. Early retirees do a financial audit every single month. They treat their bank statement like a crime scene. Every dollar has to justify its existence. And the ones that can't, gone. Habit 4 is about income streams. Here's a number that should change how you see your life. The average early retiree has 3.4 income streams before they retire. Not 1. 3.4. Most people have 1 income stream. Their job. If that job disappears, everything disappears. Early retirees see this as catastrophic fragility, and they build redundancy into their finances the same way engineers build it into bridges. The second income stream doesn't need to replace your job immediately. It just needs to exist. A side project, a digital product, rental income, dividends, anything that earns while you sleep. Habit 5 is the one nobody wants to hear. It's about the people around you, your social circle. And I know this sounds harsh, but the data is brutal. Research shows your income tends to average out to the 5 people you spend the most time with. But more than income, your financial habits, your risk tolerance, your spending patterns, all of it is socially contagious. Early retirees don't necessarily cut people off, but they're intentional about who influences their financial decisions. They actively seek relationships with people who think about money the way they want to think about money. Habit 6. This one is about time. Specifically compound interest over time, and I'm going to show you a chart that has genuinely changed the financial trajectory of people who've seen it. Same person, $500 per month. Starting at 25, they hit $1.2 million by 55. But starting at 22, just 3 years earlier, they hit $1.7 million. 3 years buys you $500,000 in wealth. That's what procrastination actually costs. Early retirees are obsessed with starting now. Not next paycheck, not after the holidays, not when things calm down. Now, because every single month of delay is a month of compounding you can never get back. And now, habit 7. This is the one most people in finance never talk about, because it's not about money at all. It's about identity. Most people's identity is tied to their job. Ask someone who they are, and they'll say what they do for a living. I'm a marketing manager. I'm an engineer. I'm a teacher. Their identity is built around employment. People who retire early make a fundamental identity shift before they reach financial independence. They stop thinking I am an employee and start thinking I am an investor. I am a builder. I am someone who owns assets. That shift changes every single financial decision they make. This isn't motivational fluff. When you see yourself as an investor, not just someone with an investment account, you ask different questions. You make different choices. You stop spending to impress people and start building to outlast them. So here's what all 7 habits look like together. This is the system. Not 7 random tips. 7 interconnected behaviors that compound on each other, just like money compounds over time. The people who retired at 35 didn't do all 7 of these perfectly, but they did them consistently. Imperfect consistency over perfect inaction. That's the real secret, if there is one. Think about who you were 5 years ago. Now think about who you'll be 5 years from now if nothing changes. That gap, that's the cost of not knowing this. Not a lack of income, a lack of direction. You now know what most people will never know. The question isn't whether this works. The data is overwhelming. The question is whether you'll actually do something with it, and that starts with one habit. Just one, today. Which habit are you starting with? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this opens something for you today, subscribe, because the next video goes even deeper into the psychology of building wealth when you're starting from zero. I'll see you there.